Two teams who know they're going to the World Cup to square off under the Wembley Arch. It's England against Uruguay.
A heavily rotated lineup for Thomas Tuchel based on what they went through World Cup qualifying with, and that means a start for James Trafford in the nets. Livramento on that right-hand side. James Garner making his England debut. Wow. And then for Uruguay and Marcelo Bielsa, Muslera called back up at 39 years old. In goal, replacing Rochet, who had been the starter for them. Piqueres on that left-hand side, Araujo in the back, Ugarte, Federico Valverde coming in red hot.
In 18 games, they clinched with plenty of room to spare. And yet they're coming in off that 5-1 defeat to the United States in November, their worst loss at any match in 20 years. And here's Jed Spence now for England. Into the attack for the first time this evening as this new-look England squad. Garner's cross in, Muslera, his first action in 4 years in a Uruguay shirt to punch it away. Livramento holds it in. And he felt confident that England, even if there are some unfamiliar names, they are a very high-quality team. It's on the field today. Phil Foden to take this free kick now. Henderson nods it forward. Madueke trying to get on a bouncing ball. It's cleared away at the last moment there. It'll be an England corner. Maxi Araujo made the play.
Yeah, Araujo back as part of the set pieces. They have two big targets back there. Just flies over Maguire's head. Then Jordan Henderson keeps it alive. Madueke trying to get turned.
James Garner now on his England debut. One of two players making their debuts on the field for England. And he'll take their first corner of the evening. Maguire straight up in the air onto the roof of the net.
Always a threat on set pieces.
Two other players making their international debut. We mentioned Garner and the goalkeeper Trafford, and for that matter, Dom Solanke was in the camp last March, but he's playing for England for the first time under Thomas Tuchel. And on an England debut, James Trafford, his first touch of the ball. That was the Endrick late goal, and Brazil won. England historically very poor against South American opposition, historically very poor against Uruguay, even though they've not faced off since the 2014 World Cup. Solanke trying to get away. It's a lovely move around Ugarte. Dom Solanke urged to shoot by the fans. It got knocked down by Araujo. It will spin in behind for England's second quarter.
You're right. It's almost that he was looking to pass until he heard the big shouts of shoot from the crowd. This lovely little move here, nutmeg, to evade the challenge. Now he's running. He's looking to make, can I slip Foden? No. He's marked up with Araujo and then decides to go for goal.
Once again, James Garner to take. A deep outswinger, bodies already have gone down, knotted in front, cleared away. It was Varela there. Boy, Sven Jablonski, rising star referee from Germany, just letting him go right now in the early going with some of these tackles. Here's Madueke again. Piqueras defending him. Madueke gets to the byline. Piqueras blocks the cross. Awkward at the end there. Piqueras goes down in some pain.
I think his leg just gets caught at the end of Madueke, who tried to whip that ball in with his right foot. He was just constantly shifting the ball, moving his body, getting defenders off balance, and then on the follow-through, I think, just ends up landing. Oh, and now you can hear the groans from the crowd because he was off the field and rolled himself onto the field, meaning that they can't restart play with him being and getting treatment on the field. If it was off the field, England could go over and take that corner.
Bielsa, that's based in the Americas, plays at Palmeiras in Brazil, and the English match director.
It's a pretty savvy move, though, as a player.
But it's not like it's unique to him or it's unique to Uruguay, to be sure. But
well, just awful scenes. Was a part of the roster in 2022, but didn't see a minute, didn't play. And you don't want to draw wild conclusions here, but look, air cast, right leg, the way it buckled underneath, the ankle in that challenge, just awful. So thoughts go out to him. Hopefully he can make a speedy recovery.
And seeing a teammate stretch it off. All these players have to refocus now. Foden swings it in deep and no one there in a red shirt. So this was one of the things Thomas Tuchel taught.
It's hard to say because the game really came to a complete halt. But for Uruguay, they've set up with their intent, which is to be a little bit deeper, but they're turning the ball over often. Good pressure from England again.
Madueke, Solanke got it away, and Fernando Muslera makes the save, his first of the night.
which for England is a good sign, the way they're hunting the ball. Look at the pressure there from Madueke. Instantly, that puts Oliveira in a defensive mindset, coming back away from goal, negative ball, boom, they step in the midfield, win the ball back. Maguire or Tomori back there.
Into a great spot, and just a touch there. Looked like from Aguirre, in fact, to help it along. It's going to be out for a corner on the other side.
Yeah, they're loading up in front of Muslera, and that trying to hit.
You can just see the amount of traffic right around Fernando Muslera. Foden hooks it in deep. Maguire back in front. And Foden was in an offside position when Maguire hit that with his head, and so the threat ends there. Both Maguire and Kobbie Mainoo is on the bench. Their times at Manchester United. Back into the England team now. That comes backwards there off of Tomori. Canobio options either side, calls his own number, puts it in the stands. First attempt of the night for Uruguay.
Well, England did well getting back defensively, though, but it was a mistake from Tomori trying to jump too far, and just Aguirre backs himself into him over the top, and now they've got 3v2. But Maguire doing a good job cutting the passing lane to Aguirre and almost tempting and daring Canobio to take the shot from there, which...
So Darius Keita talked about that Marcelo Bielsa demands high intensity, especially defensively. Jed Spence, wide it comes for Garner. Garner will send the cross in. Muslera stays at home, looping header. Comfortable second save of the game. Muslera there from Solanke.
But this is terrific play from James Garner, the Everton man, on his debut. Look at that run here out wide. That drags Valverde with him, and it opens up the space then for Jed Spence to come inside. Never mind Garner picking that one out on his left foot, comfortable with both right and left.
The picture on both sides of the field. A matter of months ahead of the World Cup. Henderson quickly inside from Rashford. Foden now to the far side, Madueke. Livramento outside of him. Madueke wants it himself. It's a big tackle there. That was Aguirre. They call him the Buffalo for a reason. Madueke is down behind the play. Can Uruguay go quick the other way? Oliveira able to keep it with Darius Keita. And now the play might be stopped. And indeed it will be.
Well, Madueke comes inside to take the shot with the left foot. And as you said it, the Buffalo, Aguirre came back there and gave him every little bit on that challenge. That's your center forward, 18 yards from your own goal, coming back, making that tackle, 4 bodies around the ball as Madueke was trying to get the shot off. He had Livramento to his right, making a good overlap. That opened
Valverde. Uruguay went out in the group stage of the last World Cup. Madueke still has an issue. He's not even playing right now, and he was signaling something to the bench. It's a good tackle on the outside by Livramento off of Maxi Araujo. And they're going to hold the throw here, and Madueke's gone back down, and it's 2 things. As you said, any injury, any knock with an eye towards the World Cup, but certainly right now, for any player, for the sake of their club manager watching right now, they take a knock, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's no good time for it, but it feels much worse now.
Mention his club teammate, and Eze had to pull out right before, after being initially named on the list. He pulls out of the camp. Madueke now pulling out of the camp. A little shake of the head. You hope, again, in all of these situations that it's nothing serious. But yeah, it presents another opportunity, and come on down, Jared Bowen.
He was one of the last roster cuts from the last World Cup. Only played in the group stage at the Euros. And he will scramble on the field quickly. Became West Ham's record holder for combined goals and assists.
They've
and
had a couple of moments, maybe half chances to pick up the ball and go and provide some quality, but the lack of quality.
It's held in there quickly, and it's going to fall now for Canobio. Going to overlap around the outside. Valverde had it blocked. That's a man you would want to see in that position if you're Uruguay. Just too many red shirts between he and goal. Chases down Marcus Rashford, who skips past him. Still Marcus Rashford. Can he get round the corner? Gets across away. It's all the way through. What a run that was, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Livramento holds it in. Foden spins it around. Fans want him to shoot. He'll cycle back for Henderson instead.
Yeah, look at this, inside out, just cruising past Varela. Then here comes Valverde, see you later. Araujo, you're gonna stop me 2v1. Nope, yeah, got a little on my back. It just such great close control, some great balance. The way he shifts the ball inside to create space wide. And yeah.
James Garner now over the ensuing free kick after the Ugarte foul. Garner clips it in. Araujo up to get it. Bounced off the shoulder there of Tamori. Canobio trying to get out. Now Phil Foden stands over this free kick. England have had a lot of set pieces in this first half. Can they cash one of them in? Foden deep to the back post. Jimenez just glances it away.
It's, I think, one of those questions and challenges perhaps for Bielsa within this system.
Rashford put that behind Foden. He's also playing with, you know, Real Madrid players.
Yes.
Makes a big difference. We sometimes forget the guy coming from club to country and back. Canobio now, a little bit of space. Canobio lets it go, and it just knuckles its way off target there.
Has one international goal to his name, Canobio, and he's looking for his second. This time comes inside on the right foot, does a good job just getting his body in front of Garner that time so he can't make a challenge.
Hammered. 5-1. It was awkward there from Trafford. It's given Uruguay a chance in the final minute or so of the half. Canobio, Varela from the byline. Trafford the punch. Tom Solanke back to help defend. He takes a kick in the shoulder. Break. For Adam Wharton, the 22-year-old at Crystal Palace would be just his 4th international appearance. 85 fewer than the man he replaces, Jordan Henderson. Inside of him, Rashford, good run back though to cut that passing angle off, and an underhit pass, and Araujo cleaning through Phil Foden. On that loose ball, England are furious. They want a foul. The referee not whistling for a foul, stopping the play because Foden is down.
Well, it was a crunching tackle from Ronald Araujo, who is not shy of a tackle. Foden, oh yeah, he ends up catching him on the follow-through there with the extended boots. And Foden kind of pulled out of it a little, didn't go full force. His foot, luckily for him, was off the ground there. I think you can see the mark on his sock even. That's absolutely a foul, bordering, that's 100% a yellow, and was going to leave a little bit. Every time it's slowed down to, it's going to look even worse. I still maintain that's a yellow. I don't think that's a red card. But it's not denying how much contact he makes on the leg of, it ends up being more on the top of the foot of Phil Foden. But any higher up the leg, that's a red.
It's a younger referee, Sven Jablonski, his 4th career senior international match. He's in his 1st season reffing Champions League games, 2nd season in the Europa League, so a rising star from a refereeing perspective. Expanded competitions in the European tournaments, more games in the group stage in the Champions League and the Europa League, plus the matches you're playing maybe at a Club World Cup and then for your country. Here's Phil Foden back on the field, slips his way through multiple defenders and couldn't hit it clean. Muslera easy enough to collect.
Well, great little slashing run.
Phil Foden will be withdrawn, understandably, after that hard tackle a moment ago. And that's the question. Is it Foden or Palmer? Is it Foden and Palmer going into the World Cup?
Calvert-Lewin is getting ready to come in as well. He can light the game up. And Cole Palmer, speaking of lighting things up, since having some of the injury troubles that he's had over the past year, starting to pick back a rhythm with Chelsea, playing a number of consistent minutes. And boy, he would love to impact this game here with the England squad as well as Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin comes to get that one as it popped off of Garner's foot. Spence for Rashford. Back inside for Spence. Uruguay backing off. Spence lets it go. Blocked up in the air. Calvert-Lewin swiping at it. Uruguay are saying there should have been an offside flag in that. Take the field. If they win their group, they'd go to Atlanta, play indoors in the round of 32. Rashford was blocked by Araujo, and Muslera comes to get it. The potential for England.
Mexico City?
in the round of 16 against Mexico, which is the Saudis in Cape Verde.
Yes.
And if so, is that one of those with Spain where they're just battling for who wins the group? What might actually be at stake at that point?
Spain winning their friendly right now, 2-0 against Serbia. They're one of the outright favorites for the tournament. And I haven't seen anything of Uruguay over the past 3-4 months that makes me think that they will beat Spain, but World Cups, momentum, things can happen.
Facundo Pelistri replacing Maxi Araujo. You saw Federico Vina at every possible South American Team of the Season, Player of the Year award a year ago. Vinas as well. It's Daras Kayate, couldn't get it back down. Coming off a phenomenal to come on the field. Barnes, who was a late add to the squad after Berche Eze picked up an injury. Kobe Mainu will come on. Big return for him.
Big applause as well.
Also in the field, number 16, Jet Spence. To be replaced by number 3, Lewis Hall.
And that was the interesting question. How would the England fans treat Lewis Hall's
Looking
return?
to impress.
Palmer wants it back on that left foot, and then he gets tripped up. That's going to be a free kick. Uruguay is upset about that, but a yellow card's going to be shown first of the night.
Great work from Cole Palmer, by the way, just evading the first couple of challenges. And then even that little moment there, he knows he's not actually going to win that ball, but he sees the overcommitment from Ugarte towards the near post or try to shoot it to the back post with a lot of bodies in front.
Here it comes from Palmer into a great spot. It's a miss. That was Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't have been set up more beautifully for him.
Perfect ball, perfect area. Calvert-Lewin evades his man, and you're not going to get a better look than that. That's just 6 yards out, wide open. And this is a guy that's been in great goal-scoring form for Leeds. He knows straight away. And sometimes it's difficult. It's more difficult than it looks to say that that's
Find a teammate with it. Canobio rolled down the line. Daras Kayate now. Going to play in the middle. Late run coming. That's Pelistri, who came all the way across from the right. Couldn't turn it goalwards. Canobio now. He'll send the cross deep to the back post. Trafford comes to get it. None for Uruguay in this match. And those two had a heck of a wrestling match on the last attacking set piece that Cole Palmer took. That went into the near post. It gets knocked down, and it's stabbed home. Well, a bit sheepishly in the end from Ben White. The easiest finish he'll ever have for his first international goal. And England finally break through with 10 minutes to play at Wembley.
And the Uruguayan players going straight to the referee because they feel it's not about the goal. This is about the build-up to the goal. And it's actually Calvert-Lewin who gets across the front post and makes this happen, although it ends up being a touch before that leads it to the pass at the back post. And it's Harvey Barnes, and it does a little deflection. I don't know if that's going in or not without the touch from Ben White, but he makes no mistake about it. Look at Barnes, it goes through the legs. Muslera makes a save he doesn't know much about. I think it is going in, but Ben White, what a story for him. Back in the England fold again after all the different things that you laid out earlier in the match, and he pokes it into the back post for his first international goal, gives England the lead, and the Uruguayans are still contesting with the referee about the foul in the build-up. Now this was Calvert-Lewin, and they're also trying to say and claim there was a little bit of a pick there from Wharton. And Jimenez looks at the referee. You could say that that is a foul, in fact, but because he's not even looking at the ball and he barges his shoulder into Jimenez and impedes his, I would say that's a foul. He impedes his run to even get and make a play on the ball.
We do have a video assistant referee who's been assigned to this, even though it's a friendly. And again, everything is checked, where we tend to
They're
get
saying
caught
goal.
up is checks and reviews. And
So I think that becomes of, does that rise to the level of maybe seeing that again? Does Jimenez play into it too much? Is he already going down? But I don't want to see goals taken out of the game as a cause of a player that sometimes maybe is trying to play act, and any little contact is a foul. I don't like that. I want to see things like that lead to goals. I think more goals are better for the game.
And Ugarte was shown yellow for the argument. It's interesting because set-piece goals were...
I don't want the game to turn into every dead ball is a chance to bring every player up and every team is taking a minute to take a set piece. I think if that continues, you're going to see moments of and flashes of him at Liverpool where he's strong, he's powerful, he can strike the ball left and right foot. He's got goals in him. Great work from Palmer.
Going to roll that one forward. Muslera all the way out to get a bit awkwardly there. Goes feet first. Bowen goes tumbling over. Palmer with Muslera backing up. Elected not to try to catch him out, and he'll hook the cross out past everyone.
Well, I was just about to sing his praises, and I still should. Cole Palmer's, if they advance, I would expect him to be the starter still.
Final chances for Uruguay here if they're going to snatch something. That cross is hooked in deep to the back post. It's Sanabria knocking it down. And Uruguay are saying that was a foul on Viñas.
Well, it's a deep ball to the back post that's kept alive here by Sanabria, doing really well. And this is going to be an interesting decision, but the ball is already gone and over the bar as that challenge comes in from Ben White, but there's studs to the top.
What would be the argument against giving it as a penalty?
I think that he got the full strike away and the ball was over the top of the crossbar, but to me that shouldn't negate that was a foul, and if that was a foul, that's a foul in the box. It should be a penalty.
It was White who scored the goal for England.
So he's going to have a look at it. We haven't been shown another replay yet of the actual contact, but him coming to the monitor leads me to believe that this is going to be a penalty.
I mean, again, he's coming over because the video assistant referee has said, I think this is a penalty.
Yeah.
So now the question is, does Sven Jablonski
And I think there's,
agree?
Again, it's a contact of the studs extended on the top of the foot, and it's going to be a penalty. Yeah.
It is. Penalty for Uruguay in second half stoppage time. It was Real Salt Lake's Juan Manuel Sanabria who played that ball back in to Viñas. Scoring form lately for Real Madrid. The hat trick against Man City in the Champions League. Scored against Atletico last weekend. Has not scored for his country in a year and a half. Valverde converts to the bottom corner. And the Uruguayan fans with a roar at Wembley.
Well, it took Bielsa a while to go to the bench and make a couple of attacking substitutions. He full line change, brought on 4 players late. One of them, Sanabria, had a real impact. Viñas, another sub who's in off the bench. He's the one who ends up drawing the penalty by being brave and dangling the leg out there, gets the challenge from Ben White, and then up steps their star man. He's in a terrific run of form for club and now country, and executes a great penalty. That's just pick your spot, bottom corner, hit it hard, stays over the top of it. Trafford went the right way, but couldn't get a hand on it. And Valverde and the Uruguayan fans in the building in Wembley are going to see their team most likely get another draw.
Almost slipped through there for Sanabria. It might for Nunez, and then he went down. That's not a foul. Rodriguez picks it up. Back inside now, Emiliano Martinez got that one in. It's going to fall loose. Valverde, that was Maguire's block. Still a chance for Uruguay. Brian Rodriguez has that blocked. Harry Maguire just saved an England defeat, it looked like.
What a block.
Still time for Uruguay. Rodriguez sends it in. Nunez knocks it down. Trafford to collect.
Well, this has turned into quite a game here the last 10 minutes.
Took us 95 minutes. It's one back high up the field by Varela. Still time for Uruguay. Final seconds. Their fans making all the noise at Wembley. Nunez, can he get it under control? Bouncing ball, lifts it in. Viñas was in there. Maguire gets it clear. Brian Rodriguez brings it down on the outside. Clever touch. White will clear.
I think the rest should let this go. No, he's not.
And that is the end of the game, and England go from 90 minutes of dominance to holding on to a draw for dear life at the end. Ben Watt on both sides of it, his goal, and then committing a foul for the penalty that Valverde was able to convert. And what a wild finish.
And Valverde, you see what he's saying there? That was this close to finding the winner, if not for quite a heroic block from Harry Maguire in the last couple of minutes in England's defense. And Uruguayan fans saying, don't cry, don't cry. I think over the course of the game, England are going to feel frustrated to let this one slip at the end. But Uruguay, don't count this team out. They still have tons of quality.